Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff Isom, the Director of Sales and Training for Nikken North America. Welcome to our Canadian friends who may have not voted today, but all of the US folks who are joining us as well. Hopefully, those of you who live in the United States were able to carry out your civic duty today and cast a vote. It is an important part of our country to make sure and have our voices heard. And hopefully that was part of something that you did today. We are going to hear from an amazing individual tonight, Randy Rolfe. Randy is a platinum wellness consultant, wellness entrepreneur with Nikken. And this evening, we're going to be presenting something that we have each and every Tuesday, a balanced life, happy life presentation. It's the idea that you literally can create more in every aspect of your life. And there is a company known by the name Nikken that has an amazing business opportunity as well as products, a community, and a philosophy that allows people to literally create more in their life in whatever aspect that might be. And Randy's going to help us to understand some of the ideas connected with that. So I'm going to turn it over to a really fantastic individual, extremely educated, has a JD in law, is a 9 times author, currently has an amazing book that she has released on the subject of nutrition. So let's welcome to the stage for tonight's Balanced Life, Happy Life, Randy Rolfe.
Thanks, Jeff. I love presenting Nikken. It is such a discovery to have this amazing company be here almost 50 years, 35 years in North America. So I love presenting the opportunity that Nikken presents in so many areas of our life. So I'm going to share my, go away. There we go. All right. Balanced life, happy life. That's what it's all about. And Nikken, the founder of Nikken, came up with the idea of humans being more. We always want to be more of ourselves, more to others, more in our environment. And it all starts with stress. When your health starts to fail, it's because of stress. Modern life is creating stress. Financial worries, health concerns, lack of time, unhealthy lifestyle, too many demands, failure to take time out to relax, family responsibilities, workplace conflict, and inability to accept things as they really are, to name just a few. And so modern life is filled with stress, and we're all looking for solutions. And the important way to approach it is to create a life of balance. And we often ask people, what are the two top priorities in these 5 pillars of wellness that, again, that the founder developed as mind, body, family, society, finances, and healthy body. And you want to balance among these 5 aspects of life. So think about what two are you most concerned about right now? Is it finances or health or family, whatever it might be? And there's a compounding effect as we improve our health and we improve our family, we can educate our community and so on. And so small choices we make every day consistently over time make a radical difference. So the tiny decisions we make about our diet or whether we go outside or whether we take a walk or whether we smile at our kids, that cumulatively adds up to a good life and to happiness and balance. And here's a sobering comparison of healthcare in the US and in Japan. Japan is #1 in the world, and the US is 34th. It's not good. And we are the wealthiest country, but we spend more on healthcare than any developed country. And our longevity statistics are not good. The average in Japan is 84 years of life, and in the US, it's still under 77. And the cost per person in US is 12,000. In Japan, they focus more on prevention and they spend 4,000 a year. And then the prevalence of obesity is very telling because obesity is a risk factor for all the degenerative diseases. And the men 34% are obese, and women 27%. People are always surprised more men than women, but that is the case. But in Japan, only less than 4% are obese. And so we are doing sick care in the US rather than well care. And the health risk factors in our modern life are enormous. Of course, the stress I already talked about, poor sleep. Most people, 60%, don't get a good night's sleep every night. Air quality is attributed from a huge number of millions of diseases around the world, but even our air quality in the US, we've improved it, but there's still an awful lot of pollution where we are. We know that bottled water even can have toxins in it, and many of our faucets will give us water that won't kill us right away, but it has cumulative toxins that are not good for us. So we need to get filtered healthy water whenever we can. And malnutrition, even in the richest country in the world, affects up to 12 million children, and it's actually more than that. And then we have electrosmog. We have symptoms that from living in electrically treated houses and having high voltage transmission lines all over the place, and relying on Wi-Fi and um, 5G. We are being exposed to energies that are not natural to living things. So these are all health risk factors for us. So what is the answer? It's to take personal responsibility through self-care. And we like to say, be healthy by choice, not by chance. And our dear friend who passed away a few days ago, that was his favorite saying, and we honor him. So an active lifestyle gives us choices, but it is our responsibility. We can't just see what happens by choice because all those stressors are there. So along came Nikken in 1975, and I was very excited to learn about that because it was in the mid 70s that I was learning about nutrition and also about natural energy. And we bought an old farmhouse out in the country, and we minimized our electric wiring, and we didn't have anything between us and the ground. So the magnetic energy of the earth came right up to in our house, and we slept like healthy babies, and it was wonderful. But then we ran out of money and came back to suburban life. So to find out that Nikken could turn our house still into a wellness home was very, very exciting. So it's about the Nikken Wellness Home and helping us be more. It's a great gift to your family to be able to give them a wellness home. And we address a number of different things in our home: the air, the water, the sleep, the nutrition, and the energy that we need. And so we have dozens of products that help add those things to our home environment and our yacht environment or our office environment, our car environment. It's quite amazing. We can take these energies with us everywhere. So we talk about 5 vital elements for physical health: the air, water, sleep, nutrition, and natural energies. And these are all pictures of our wonderful systems in Nikken. So it's actually best to tell our stories rather than just to give the facts, although the facts are so solid. Nikken's based on science, and it's all about how we feel. And you never know how good you can feel until you are in a wellness home. It's truly amazing. I didn't expect any changes, and neither did my husband. But we had more energy when we got up in the morning, and we could run farther without getting tired. It was quite amazing. So how do you connect with nature? That's the question we like to ask, because Nikken is all about mimicking the life-sustaining forces of nature. So this is a picture of our water system, and this is our wonderful waterfall, and it's actually been upgraded a little bit with another technology. We already have 5 technologies in there, but this is especially designed to just keep the water really pure. And another way we relate to nature is with our grounding pad. When you have your skin on the ground, you're getting all the positive, and they're actually negative element electrons from the earth, which helps balance the electromagnetic energy in your body. And it's almost instant, or it is instant, to help you relax. It's quite amazing. And so we actually have packs that make it easy if you want, like instead of buying a new entertainment system or redoing your kitchen cabinets, you can have a wellness home overnight with the water pack, the energy pack, and the sleep pack. So you should really investigate those if you're new, because there are some major savings, 10% on these packs, and you really get everything you need. Also, as a nutritionist, I absolutely love our newest nutrition product, which is the pink collagen complex. And we heard from one of the major scientists who developed our version of it, and people are loving it. It helps everything in the body because half of our protein is collagen, and this is a very good form of it, synergistically compounded with some fruits to make it taste good as well as work well in the body. So another way we connect with nature is by having a 3 technology air system that is quiet and smart and really can clean a whole living room in a very short time, and has even gives off beneficial ions without using any ozone. So it's a fantastic unit. So we urge people as customers to just get the products, discover it, live it. And once you notice how much better you can feel, you'll want to share it. And then you can join as a consultant. You can get things for wholesale and get paid if you bring other customers to Nikken. And if you want to build a business around it, you can become a partner. And we'll talk a little more about that. So how do you connect with nature as far as modern industrial technology and how to make a living? That's our next section here. There is a better way. Active wellness and collaborative entrepreneurship. Yeah, there you go. Entrepreneurship give you an opportunity to actually be your own boss or just earn extra money on the side to make things easier. So this is a scheme that was developed by Robert Kiyosaki, one of the most famous writers on how to make money. And on the left side, you can be an employee or you can even be self-employed, and it's still completely up to you. Time equals money.
And so
But
now,
on
yes,
the right
Montana
side,
chooses this
the
commandment of how man would deal.
can you please mute? Yes. The right side, when you own a franchise, you are a business owner and you can leverage the time and work of others and build wealth. And then Warren Buffett here represents investors, and that's where you leverage money. You're investing in all kinds of different sources where you're investing in others' time and money and efforts. And so with a when being a successful entrepreneur, you can move from that left side where time equals money to where your efforts are multiplied by the efforts of others. So that's what the business opportunity that we try to offer with Nikken. So we instead of trading time for money, we add value to our efforts and create multiple sources of income. So these are some examples of other ways that huge companies have become household words, and we expect Nikken to be a household word. Amazon for shopping, and Uber for transportation, and Nikken for health. And it's a very simple business plan. You join Nikken, use the products, have a story to tell, share it, invite people to learn more. Nikken does all the heavy lifting for a business. It ships the products, it stores the products, it sends them, it collects the money, and then it sends you your commissions. So it's a beautiful, beautiful business. You can do it from anywhere, home business or on the move, on vacation. And Nikken is a very generous company. They have many ways to make money. The retail profits as soon as you join as a consultant. But there are cash bonuses, there are trips, there's personal rebates, and there's group overrides for the people that you have brought into the business, and then leadership bonuses for people that you've helped to really generate a business. So these are some of the special advantages of having a Nikken business. It easily integrates into your life. It's a very low cost of entry, just whatever products you feel like buying to use or demonstrate. And a turnkey entrepreneurship system. We have wonderful trainings and very simple to operate, and a wonderful leadership development program that Jeff Isom's in charge of. He does a great job. And so it can be called the perfect gig for adding some income as a business. And we have a wonderful philosophy, a family approach to collaboration between income lines and everything else. And we call ourselves silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and royal diamond, and so on. But we all work together and everybody helps each other. And Albert Einstein said that compounding was the eighth wonder of the world. And so theoretically, if you help three people join the business, and they each help three people join the business, your business can grow very quickly. Now, you may have to talk to 10 or 20 people before you get three. So it's a business. You've got to work at it. It doesn't just happen. But the mathematics is really kind of exciting. So the best part of Nikken is you're with a global wellness of community and entrepreneurs that work together, that love people, they want to help people, they're interested in health, and they're interested in collaboration. So it's an amazing combination. And we just had a wonderful celebration of our 35th anniversary here in North America. And we have a beautiful picture. Thank you for sending that, of all of us in our business meeting that started the convocation. So be part of history in the making and earn your share of the rewards through Nikken, the Vision 2025. That'll be 50 years. We're interested in society welfare, economic viability, and staying in harmony with nature. Discover it, live it, share it. Get your products, be a customer. And then if you want to be able to share them and earn some money, or buy wholesale, you can become a consultant. And if you sponsor someone who becomes a consultant, we have an amazing incentive program where you still make some money on their first couple of months of activities. And then if they grow to be a leader, then you can earn a bit of what they are creating for the rest of your life if you continue your activity. So it's an amazing program, and thank you for letting me share. I do want to share one story about my husband. He had asthma as a child, and he didn't expect it to ever change. It got much better when we changed our nutrition, but he still would get winded easily, and he always slept with his mouth open. Once he'd spent a couple months on the sleep system, he woke up one morning with his mouth closed. He said, Randy, what's going on? And I had checked him in the middle of the night because I couldn't hear him breathing because he was so quiet. So you never know what can happen with Nikken. So I'm going to stop sharing. Thank you for letting me share. It's a fabulous company and unique in the world. And we're carrying on the vision of Mr. Masuda.
Randy, thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. Absolutely is amazing that a company that has been around for 35 years in North America and now nearly 50 years globally is still having the impact that it is on so many people's lives. I wonder if we could get a testimony from one or two of the folks who are here tonight. Would someone be willing to share with us about how these products have been life-changing for you, or how this business being involved with sharing these products, these great technologies with other people have been life-changing? Is there someone who'd be willing to share a testimony with the group? Let's call on Royal Diamond, Michael DiMuccio. Mike, do you want to share with the group tonight?
Certainly. It wasn't that long ago that I joined Nikken, about 34 years ago. But it feels like it was yesterday. I tell this story every day. My Nikken career is about sharing what happened to me and seeing if someone might be inspired to let it happen for them. And it was a simple phone call I received one day. Now, just a little bit of a recap. I wasn't going where I wanted to be in life. I was a graduate of aerospace engineering. I was working as an electrician at a time. I had a failed attempt at a music career. So a lot of things weren't going my way. And then I sustained a low back injury from a car incident. So things were really not looking very good when I got that phone call. And I was offered the opportunity to try a product that was from Japan that potentially could help my back. Well, I wasn't expecting a lot, to be honest, because I'd been going through physio, chiro, massage therapy, everything for about a year and a half. But when that little credit card size uh, object that I placed on my back that had the word Nikken written on it caused my back to not hurt after about 15 minutes. And upon review of a video that introduced the whole concept of Nikken as they were pioneering their introduction of this technology in North America, I got super excited. And my back didn't hurt. But it was not until the next day that my father, who had an experience himself, because I took it home to let him try it, and he had been really suffering for about weeks, uh, could barely walk, put this on the small of his back, and he did not have the benefit of that hindsight, the knowledge of Nikken or the opportunity associated with it. Within a matter of 2 nights, he went back to himself, normal, and called me from work and asked me if I could get some more of these things for others at work. And here's where it all came together. I remembered something that someone said on the video that I watched 2 nights earlier. They said, you can sell just about anything to anyone. They might like it, they might even tell somebody about it. But when you can take away someone's discomfort, they'll tell everyone about it. And that's exactly what my father was doing. And so I knew right then and there I had a tiger by the tail, and I decided to give this the best kick of the can that I could possibly give. I would never in a million years would expect to be here 34 years later, having traveled the world, created a lifestyle that people dream of. I live a lot like the lifestyles of the rich and famous as a very successful musician, but I don't have to put up with the nonsense of people coming up to in the middle of the street saying, "Can I have your autograph?" So I get to live the best of both worlds thanks to Nikken.
Mike, thank you so much for sharing. And Mike is truly an ambassador for this movement known as Nikken. Would you, Barbara Bertucci, like to share with us maybe a product experience?
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's amazing. When I started with Nikken, I have two sons, and the birth of my second son, things moved and didn't move back right away. And I was told to kind of live with it or possibly have surgery. But I'm sitting there with the baby going, I'm fine. So I suffered for 4.5 years with different discomfort down the leg, the back, different areas. And fortunate for me, my neighbor came in with these technologies and said, it's worth a shot. Just give it a try. And 3 days, I kept the products on me 24 hours a day. I woke up that fourth morning. I just stood up, went to the bathroom, wasn't old Uncle Joe, kind of getting up to get out of the bed. And I was like, what is this? Now, at the time, I was doing medical billing. Why? Because I wanted flexible time, so I could be with my kids if they had recitals or things to do, and just be in control of my time and have that flexible schedule. So I found that Nikken just kind of mapped on to it, wherever I went, if it was the soccer field or the basketball, I could do Nikken wherever I was, which was awesome. And fortunate for me, somehow I won a ticket to the convention out in California, and I made my way out there, and I saw all these people walking the stage in different leadership positions, and I'm like, if these guys could do this, I could do this. And so every time things happened, it's like I saw a little glimpse of the potentiality of what this was. And it just opened that door and opened that door. And I just kept with the person that introduces you to Nikken, you just keep on looking at it and learning, and you grow into a person that you never even thought possible for yourself. And that's what I got. And you've got Humans Being More coming up this weekend, and that opened a lot of doors for me, or I should say windows, right, to see the potentiality of myself. So thanks to Nikken, I am such a better person than I was before, and I don't hurt. Then that's the main thing, right?
Barbara, thank you so much for sharing with us. And speaking of humans being more, this is the philosophy of Nikken, the idea that you can be your very best self. And Barbara, you're right. There is a Humans Being More training online this weekend. Anyone who's part of the global wellness community, and that could be someone who's a customer or someone who's just learning about this company, anyone is welcome to join us. It starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's 1 p.m. on the East Coast. A 3-hour training that connects you with the Humans Being More philosophy and the great idea of balance in the 5 pillars of wellness. Randy, thank you so much for sharing with us tonight at our Balanced Life, Happy Life. Thank you, Mike and Barbara, for your testimonies. Have a great evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of Election Day. If you're choosing to watch results, hopefully you have a charcuterie board set up with snacks and treats to keep yourself fortified as the night goes on. And we'll see everyone soon. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks again for joining us.